the shadow work's been coming up a lot since last time we spoke about
Mm-hmm.
how to integrate those parts of us that have been, not dissected. What's the word?
Dismissed?
Dismissed. I knew it was a D word, like dismissed, or yeah, we disconnect with. So I saved this. Hold on, this came through this morning. And I was like, this would be great to talk about the steps of it, or again, the signs of it.
Okay.
So how to really apply it in your life. So I really liked it. And it was like, okay, it was called The Law of the Mirror. And it's talking all about how, we live in a holographic universe. We are all reflections of each other. When we come into that mindset of all being one,
Mm-hmm.
it is just how we relate to others is basically miniature, microcosmic aspects of us,
Mm-hmm.
right? Everybody can reflect a part of us. And that's how we can learn to grow and expand and wield and transmute what is within us. It mirrors what's in our aura. First, everything that bothers me, irritates me, or I want to change within another is within me.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, so write those things down, pay attention to them instead of projecting like, oh, they're doing this wrong, they're doing that. No, no, no. How can you change that energy within yourself? Because we only attract what we are. So we're
Mm-hmm.
only attracting those people, those circumstances, those things, because there's somewhere in our aura, there's that code for that transmutation, that gold nugget that needs alchemized.
Right. Or just like an opportunity for you to grow, right? Like, for example, people that have like violent parents, well, they're not violent as kids, but maybe their soul picked that as an opportunity to
Mhm.
use that as a, uh, like a jumping board or to heal something within on a bigger scale, right?
Exactly. And that goes into incarnations and reincarnation and choosing the genealogy, the genetic codes, choosing our parents for that specific, yeah, activation, right? We know that that's going to be inherent in our DNA and that at some point we'll want to alchemize it to heal that wound, or it's an opportunity.
Right.
So I like, yeah, seeing it like that. Okay, then second, law of the mirror. Everything that the other criticizes in me or judges in me, if it bothers me or hurts me, it's repressed in me. So that means it's necessary for me to work on.
Mm-hmm.
Well said. Like, I just love how they say it in a sentence. Because you know me, I'll say it in like a book, and I'll
Could
never get to the point.
could it be also could it be not necessarily something that I have to work within myself, but just something that is like step one, but for them, right? So say somebody is labeling me as judgmental. It could mean that they themselves are judgmental, or it could mean that I really am judgmental and I have to work on it, right? So it could either be their own thing that they're projecting, or it could actually be mine to look at.
So both.
Okay.
Okay, this is how you can tell. If it triggers you when they call you those names,
Okay.
you still have work within you to do.
I see.
If it does not trigger you, like you can literally see from outside the window as just the witness of, oh, okay, then you're coming from a place where you are identifying what is within them.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So, and number
Cool.
two, if it triggers you, if it bothers you to be criticized or judged, then there is still something in there that you need to transmute to be untouchable, to
Uh-huh.
be then unwavered by other people's criticisms. Because in the end, it's like, have you ever heard this saying? It's like what other people think is none of my business.
Mm-hmm.
It's really letting go, yeah, of that attachment to others' perceptions of you and
Right.
saying, I don't believe your perception of me. And I don't.
Okay.
Right. Third, everything that I like about the other and what I love about him or her is also in me.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about, the healthy instead of jealousy and envy, it's like envious. It's like we do love that aspect because we do have that potential to grow to that. So
Yeah.
where jealousy is like stifling and it keeps you well, I can't attain it, so I'm just going to hate them, instead of the envious, that healthy version of like, oh, wow, I could do that too. And I really
Right.
want to. Yeah.
Let's say such a healthier mindset, and that's sort of doing competition right. Instead of being, like
Yeah.
you said, just instead of being jealous, like, oh, they did this and they did that, it's just, oh, that's cool. They're doing that.
Yeah.
That means I can probably do that too.
I can
Let
do
me
it
try.
too. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that mindset change.
Yeah. And then the fourth, so this is the last one and the one I found today. Everything that the other criticizes in me or judges in me or wants to change within me without affecting me belongs to him or her. Now, this is where you were talking about kind of with the second one. It's like once you're detached and you kind of already you meet these people that are very, it seems, controlling or very, I don't want to pin it on religious, but we see this a lot in religion. It's like, oh, this is a sin. This is good. This is bad. Why can't you be like that too? Okay, okay. When you're starting to push your beliefs on others, then you see, well, that is clearly something for you to work on. So again, with us as parents, because you're conscious parenting,
Right.
it is plays into key. It's like, are we being controlling? Are we trying to mold our children like us? Or it's like, is it something that on us that needs healed and they're just fine? It's like, so we're constantly battling with number four because of just trying to do
Yeah.
the right thing.
Yeah, that's so true. That's the whole point of raising your self-awareness and your consciousness, is just to know where the things are coming from, right? Is this me? Is this them? Is this, my wounds? Is this learning potential? Like, what is this, right? What's happening when somebody is triggered or emotional or anything like that? So it's always a great opportunity to look within, right? And try to find the answers, and also talk to the kids too, like, something's coming up for you, what's happening, oh, okay, like, just learning and understanding each other. And yeah, that's such a great tool, and I love how these steps are very, like, to the point, right?
Yeah,
It's a very easy to
clear.
follow map. Yes, I like that a
Yeah.
lot.